Bearded piece. Macro meal. Just in from the gym. We're making some squarish pizzas. Found this pizza topping. This is from a mainstream supermarket in Britain. It is only per 100 grams 8.2 carbs. That's it, 8.2 carbs. That's a whole pizza base. So rather than using a puree, we're going to have an actual pizza taste topping. We got. These are awesome. The size of these, they are Warburton's wholemeal squarish wraps. Effectively, well, they're like a wrap, but they're pretty. Look at them, see, they're quite thick. Now what we do, take those, grill them, literally 5 minutes, just so it crisps the surface. Flip them on both sides, so it gives you a nice crispy base rather than leaving them soft, so they don't soak in the juices. From that, brie. Now brie is really good, zero carb, decent source of fats, really nice, it makes things taste really creamy. Per 100, typical values, 32, so it's a standard cheese fat, 32. But zero carbs, with a nice 17 gram kick of protein per 100, you're only going to need like 10 grams. So mess around with maybe 3.5 grams of fat, it's nothing, it makes things taste really good. So we got pizza topping, Warburton squarish,
chicken, cheese,
grated cheese.
cheese.
Now this grated cheese is a healthy one. It's 50% reduced fat cheddar, but it's a white cheddar, which there's one white and there's a red, and the white melts way better. It's what I've used on toasties if I don't use the singles. Really good. Bang it on some healthy pate on a cracker, cheese on top. Cooking. We're going to put this on top of the pizza. So we got chicken breast, red peppers, some fajita mix. Tastes good, good, good. The chicken sizzled off. Now I've been cooking this also. It's just gone off. Cooked in the oven. Sausages. Sausages by shredding. These are extra lean pork sausages, and they taste good. 9.8 grams of protein per sausage, 4.5 carbs, so you gotta be careful with the carbs, and only 1.8 fats. Now that's a hell of a sausage. You can cook these off, actually taste good cold, straight out of the oven. Cut them up, dice them thin, chuck them in anything. Rice, chuck them in with chicken, chuck them in with mash. Simple, it's so easy. Lazy cooking, good on the macros, great after a workout. Healthy sausages. A piece. Open squarish wholemeals. Just going to grill them. Literally, put on a high grill. Fine them under. Don't put them too close because they go quite quick. Pop it under there. Literally, give it. So all we're going to do is just crispen them off. So it just makes them so they're not so flimsy, and you've got a bit more of a less porous surface to put your chicken and juices on, so it doesn't soak into them, rather it sits on top, more like a pizza would do. The sausages out on the side, that's what they end up looking like when you're done. Nice, very lean, and they do not change in size at all. There's no fat comes off. Before you do them though, stab them. So, that's done. The squarishes have been in. Toasted on one side on the grill, flipped it, toasted on the other side, literally probably 3 minutes on high heat on the grill. It comes out now, you can see it's a lot less bendy, way more of a solid structure to it, a lot more like a pizza base. So it's toasted, got a pizza topping, set of scales, these go into negatives. Some scales don't do that, which is a pain in the ass. Try and get ones that will go from a 0 into a minus. Then it's dead easy. So I know that this, simple way of working out macros, I know that per 100 the carbs in this is 8.2. There's no fat in it, pretty much no protein in it per 100, so it's only a carb based dish. So 8.2 means every 10 grams I've got 0.82 grams of carbs. That's nothing. So I want 25 grams of carbs is going to give me literally less than 2.5 grams of carbohydrate for 25 grams. So put it on the scale, zero it, and literally, and I take that out, it goes now to -10. You just spoon that out, put it on. You're taking it out until you hit your -25. Hang on. Put that on, spread it out like you would just with a puree. Get it right out to the corners. It's obviously just your base flavour. But we've got chicken, we've got one here which has been cooked in a fajita mix. You can get those, you know, pretty much any supermarket. You can get them pre-done fajita mixes. There's nothing in them, just spices. Really easy, really simple. The spread done. That's a nice tomato base. We're going to put on top on that. We're going to go layer of cheese, healthy cheese, grated here. Again, do the same thing. Put it on the scale, zero it. This cheese itself is per 100 is 30 grams of protein, 0 carbs and 15 fat, which is crazy for a cheese. So you get a real protein kick from this. So we're going to grate off, there's 100 grams roughly grated there. We're going to put 50 onto the base, then we go the chicken, and then mix that cheese up and over the chicken, and it's going to go back under the grill. Okay, base is ready. Cheese, zero it off. Read it off. That's 16 grams. Spread that. Nice and even. So this is the reduced fat white cheddar cheese, 50% reduced fat, and as a result it's got a good protein kick. It's 32 grams. You see 32 grams does a decent covering. Take that plate off, get a blank plate, put that on, zero it. This is all macro requires. Rather than putting it straight in your plate, just weigh it off. So I've got my chicken breast fajita, red peppers. So I'm just going to weigh off just chicken pieces for now. I'm going to get on there. I'm going to go for 150 grams. Get my 50 grams of protein from that. Then I'll get another 15 grams from the cheese. And it'll be 65, 70 gram protein meal here. So in fact actually I'm going to go for 110 of the chicken and save some and have another meal later because I'm pretty hungry today and not eating a lot. I've only had 2 or 3 meals today. 116. So that's cool. And just evenly spread the chicken like you would a normal pizza. This has been diced, so it's got smaller, nice easy to eat pieces that don't need cutting. You can just eat them straight. So I get those on there, spread them around evenly. Sorted. It's already had the rest of that cheese off there. Let's bring us over the top, fill in the gaps, any major glaring gaps that you got. What you want to try and do is cover most of the squarish so that when it goes back under the grill it doesn't get overly toasted. So that's done. And that's another 14 grams. So in total from the cheese, it's only got 30 grams on there, so not 50. 30 grams covered it, 50 would really cover it. I'm quite happy with that though. And what I also could do at this stage, if I wanted to really bulk the protein out, those sausages I made for having before, which I just have around for snacking on, I could dice one of those up nice and thin, put some sausage on it, bulk it up a bit that way. But I want to eat those later in a toasty, so I'm going to keep those. So now, the grill is on a high heat. I'm just going to literally pop this back under for about 2 minutes so the cheese just melts, and then that's it, it's a job done. So we've got a toasted Warburton's squarish. We've put you can put puree base on it, but we found a very low carb pizza topping. It's just called pizza topping sauce. It's by a local supermarket, major mainstream one. Then we put the 16 grams of cheese on, 116 grams of chicken, and then another 14 grams of cheese over the top, back under the grill. And it's literally going to take about a minute when it comes out. I got myself a pizza that's going to have 116 grams of chicken on it, which is going to be 36, 37 grams of protein. Then 30 grams of the cheese, which is going to give me another 9. So I've got 37 and the 9, so that gives us our 46 grams of protein. Then the Warburton squarish wrap, which is, boom, per wrap, protein 8.1. 8.1 protein, so that's a decent kick. So we always say we had 46, so there we go, 54 grams of protein, bang, done. And these are only 27.5 grams of carbohydrate. A normal pizza, half a normal good pizza, is nearly 80 grams of carbohydrate. A crappy pizza all on its own will be 80 grams of carbohydrate, depending on what dough you get inside of your pizza. 27. I can smell that already. There we go. Melted cheese. Warburton's pizza. 54 protein, 27.5 carbohydrates, and fats. We'll have 2 from the chicken, fats from Warburton's, 3, and then from the cheese, which is just 30 grams, that will give us 1.5 per 10, so easy enough, 4.5. So we've got 7.5, 9 grams of fat. So we've got 54 protein, 27.5 carbohydrates, 9 grams of fat. That ain't a bad post-workout meal. Have a go, enjoy. Boom, baby!